Alright. Alright, this is how to. Oops, hold on. Technical difficulties here. Hold on. There we go. Alright, this is how to train legs as a beginner. So when I started out in the gym, I didn't know how to train anything, to be honest with you. And especially legs. I totally lacked on legs. I tried machines that require you to kind of learn form and master the technique in order to be able to do. So, for example, when you're squatting, you have to learn how to squat properly. So I would get under the bar and I would load, of course, me being dumb, I would load it up with weight that was way too heavy for me and that I couldn't get a full range of motion out of. But I was like, I'm squatting. What are you talking about? So I'd get under the machine, I'd do a half squat, and then I'd call it a day. And I wasn't really digging deep and breaking down the fibers of my muscle, and it just was not helpful. Same thing for split squats. Bulgarian split squats is the one where you put your back leg on the bench. You have a flat bench, you put your leg on the bench, and then your other foot is more forward, and you can either do it weightless, you can do it just body weight, or you can hold your dumbbells, you can hold dumbbells in your hand and you can squat like that. You basically squat using one leg. So I would do that and I couldn't get balance. It was awful. And I just did it because that's what people told me to do, and I didn't realize that there are so many other better options to train as a beginner. So that's what I want to give you is I want to help you if you're struggling with your legs like I did. This is the key to training legs when you're new in the gym. When you're more experienced and you want to try squatting, absolutely go for it. But as someone who's newer to the gym, this is what I would do. So I wouldn't, like I said, I did form and everything. I would not do anything that's form related. So that includes squats, deadlifts, that includes split squats, Romanian deadlifts. I think that's it. Those are some of the things that you can do. Just anything that's not a machine. I would highly recommend actually, that you start off on a machine instead of these form-based exercises. So for example, if you're squatting right now you could be an exception and you could totally understand how to squat. Then if you are, then by all means keep squatting, keep going for it. But if you're not, and you're not doing, and you feel like you're not really doing proper stuff on squat, and you really aren't really sure how to do it, I would recommend if your gym has a machine that's called a hack squat machine. So there's like a pad towards your feet. It's on a diagonal. So there's a pad towards your feet, and then there's pads like where your shoulders are, and then there's these levers on the outside that you pull in towards yourself, and that releases the kind of the lock on the machine, and it allows you to move freely. So what a hack squat does is it is pretty much the same thing as a squat. It's just on a machine, so you have a lot better control and you don't strain your back. So you have better form, you don't strain your back, and you can dig deeper. So load up whatever weight is comfortable for you, and just do the hack squat, and eventually you'll feel more comfortable to do the regular machines. So just swap out, like I keep saying, swap out the machines, or swap out the form-based exercises for machines until you get comfortable. So let's draw something up here. Let's draw up a routine that you can follow right now to go into the gym and you can do your thing. So we'll start it off with quads, right? Quads, we're gonna do hack squats, and we'll do leg extensions. Perfect exercise. Leg extensions really, like if you do them properly and you go the full range of motion, they feel fantastic on your legs, and you're definitely gonna feel it the next day. Excuse me. I would recommend for hamstrings to do seated leg curls. And then you could also do laying leg curls. So that obviously the difference is one's you're sitting down and you're using your leg to curl it's the equivalent of a dumbbell curl for your bicep, but you're doing it with your leg. So you're using your leg to curl the pad, and then that puts strain on your hamstrings, which is kind of like how you would train your biceps. And then the laying one, you're lying down, you get more range of motion that way. And it just, I don't know, I like the lying down ones. They feel really nice. And then for calves, you can do calf extensions, which are in my gym. There's a machine where there's a bar on the bottom, and then there's this like kind of mechanism that comes right onto your shoulders, and then you stand up. The mechanism stands up with you, and then you kind of use your calves to make yourself go up and down. And the way you can kind of put pressure or weight on your legs is there's this stack of weights, and you kind of just, like any other machine, you select the weight that you want to put on. So that's a really good one. There's also another machine, if your gym has this, where you're seated, there's a calf bar right at your feet, and it goes down and up just like this. That's a fantastic one for your calves. So yeah, so those are all the machines that I would do. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything else to say. Like that's pretty much, yeah, that's pretty much what I would do if I was a beginner training legs. I'll just recap everything real quick. So no form machines. Make sure that the machine that the exercise you're doing is a machine related and takes out form. You don't want to have to rely on form, on how to learn the form of the machine. You want to be able to get on the machine and just lift the weight, and it'll do good stuff for your body. So look for machines that do that. And then just stick to 2 machines per exercise so you don't completely burn your body out and waste time in the gym and waste gains. Because the more that you do in the gym, the more that you are in there, the less progress you're gonna make. I know that sounds weird. Let me explain. So if you're going absolutely ham on an exercise, right? Like you are cranking it out, you are pushing it really hard, then your muscles are going to be fatigued, and you're not going to be able to do the weight that you normally would have on another machine. So then your muscles are fatigued, you can't do the weight that you already were, and you're also giving yourself less time to recover. An hour in the gym done properly, done with good intensity, good weight, is gonna do more for you than 3 hours in the gym of just lollygagging and just nothing. So for the gym, do quality over quantity. That is what I would recommend. That's a little bonus tip at the end for you. So listen, You have the blueprint to train your legs as a beginner. You have the blueprint to make excellent progress. So proud of you. You're going to do amazing. Just stick to this, and I promise you will make gains. You got this.